Hi and welcome to the Math Walkthrough on Cambridge IGCSE 2019 Paper 3 58031. Question 1. Here is part of the menu for Jamie's Cafe. Sue has 1 tea and 1 cake. Calculate how much she pays. The amount adds up to 680. Question 1b. Derek has 1 coffee and 2 biscuits. How much change does he receive for a $10 note? The amount adds up to 510 and the change should be 490. Question 1c. Harriet works at the cafe for 34 hours each week. She is paid $8.25 for each hour. Work out the amount she is paid each week. The math should get us to $280.50. Question 1c2. 1 week she works 8 hours extra. The extra hours are paid at 1.5 times her usual rate of $8.25 for each hour. Work out the total amount she is paid for that week. By adding the extra to the amount she makes on the regular week, the total is $379.50. Question 1d. Peter works these hours each week at the cafe. Work out the number of hours he works in 1 week. By converting the timings of each day into hours, they should sum up to 33 hours. Question 1e. Jamie buys a clock for the cafe from Japan for 9395 yen. The exchange rate for $1 is 110.27 yen. Work out the cost of the clock in dollars correct to the nearest cent. The price in dollars is simply the price of the clock being divided by the exchange rate. Question 1f. Jamie invests $12,000 at a rate of 5% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of his investment at the end of 3 years. The required value is Jamie's capital multiplied by 1.05 to the order of 3. Question 2e. Write down the smallest prime number. The smallest prime number is 2. Question 2f. Write down all the factors of 18. The other numbers 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. Question 2g. Write down a common factor of 16 and 72 that is greater than 2. By identifying the factors of both 16 and 72, the common factors greater than 2 are just 4 and 8. Question 2h. Write 28 over 140 as a fraction in its simplest form. This is 1 over 5. Question 2i. Jeff and his friends win a prize. Jeff's share is $160, which is 5/11 of the prize. Work out the value of the prize. The answer is obtained by dividing 160 with 5/11. Question 3a. On Monday, Main Street Station sells 40 tickets. There are 4 types of ticket: infant, child, adult, and senior. The bar chart shows the number of infant, child, and adult tickets sold. Complete the bar chart. Based on there being a total of 40 tickets, the number of senior tickets should be the remainder of 6. Question 3a2. Find how many more adult tickets were sold than child tickets. The difference is 5. Next, write down the model type of ticket. This is the type of ticket for an adult, it being the one with the highest frequency. Next, one of these 40 people is chosen at random. Find the probability that this person is a child. The probability is 12 over 40, which simplifies into 3 over 10. Question 3b. At Donville Station, the number of tickets sold each day is recorded for 7 days. Find the range. This is the difference between its maximum and its minimum, which is 86. Next, find the median. Arrange in ascending order. The 4th number, being 45, is its median. Next, find the mean. The mean is the sum of all the numbers divided by 7. Question 4a. APC is an isosceles triangle. BCD is a straight line. Find the value of A. Angle ACB is a supplementary angle to 118 degrees. Being an isosceles triangle, angles ABC should be equal to that of ACB. The angle A can be derived by subtracting these two angles from 180 degrees. Question 4b. Find the size of one interior angle of a regular 10-sided polygon. This would be multiplying 180 degrees by 8 and then dividing it by 10. Question 4c. The points E, F, and G lie on the circumference of a circle center O. JGH is a tangent to the circle. Find the value of x and the value of y. The line JGH being a tangent with GOE makes x just a 90 degrees minus 58 degrees. Likewise, with GFE being a right angle triangle, y is just a 90 degrees minus x. Question 4d. In the diagram, AG and AF are straight lines. Lines BC and DE are parallel. Find angle CED and give a reason for your answer. Angle CED equals 28 degrees because it's an alternate angle with 28 degrees. Question 4e. From the given diagram, calculate PR. PR can be determined using the Pythagoras formula. Incidentally, this is the multiple of 7 of the 3, 4, 5 Pythagoras combination. Question 5a. The diagram shows a rectangle with length 7a and width 2a. Write an expression in its simplest form for the parameter. This is 18a. Next, identify the expression for the area. The area comes to 14a squared. Next, the nth term of a sequence is n squared plus 5. Find the first 3 terms of this sequence. By individually applying n as 1, 2, and 3 into the formula, we shall arrive at the answer 6, 9, and 14. Question 5c. Complete the table of values for y equals 12 over x. By individually applying each of the numbers on x into the equation, we should be able to get the corresponding y. Question C2. On the grid, draw the graph for y equals 12 over x for the stated ranges. As on the diagram, this would be plotting each of those blue dots using the coordinates provided on the table, and subsequently drawing a curved line that best fits each of those dots. Question C3. On the grid, draw the line y equals 8. As per the diagram on the right, this is the horizontal line that cuts the y-axis at 8. Next, use your graph to solve 12 over x equals 8. This is the x value where the line y equals 8 intersects with the curve y equals 12 over x. From the graph, this intersect occurs at x equals 1.5. Question 6. 14 students each take 2 tests in French, a speaking test and a written test. The table shows the scores. Complete the scatter diagram. The first 10 points have been plotted for you. The answers are the 4 blue crosses on the diagram. Next, what type of correlation is shown in this scatter diagram? It is one of positive or direct correlation. Question 6c. One student has a high score in the speaking test and a low score in the written test. On the scatter diagram, put a ring around this point. The requirement should get a seeking for a cross in the bottom right of the scatter diagram. Next, on the scatter diagram, draw a line of best fit. Here, the answer may not be the same for everyone. The blue line on the scattered diagram is one example of an acceptable choice. Question 6e. Use your line of best fit to estimate a score in written test for a student who scored 25 in speaking test. What is sought here is the y value for a point on the line when its x value is 25. Question 7a. Describe fully the single transformation that maps shape A onto shape B. It is a 90-degree clockwise rotation, centered at 0, 0. Next, describe fully the single transformation that maps shape A onto shape C. This is an enlargement by a factor of 3, centered at 5 minus 7. Question 7c. On the grid, draw the image of shape A after a translation by the vector 3, 1. The translation would see to the image moving by 3 grids to the right and 1 grid up. Question 7d. On the grid, draw the image of shape B after a reflection in the line y equals 1. The required image is as shown on the top left of the grid. Question 8a. A cylinder has a radius of 6 cm and a height of 17 cm. Show that the volume of this cylinder is 1923 cm cubed. Correct the four significant figures. We can show this by plugging the values of radius and height into the formula for the volume of a cylinder. Question 8b. Points P, Q, and R are on the circumference of a semicircle, center O and radius 8 cm. Angle POQ is 90 degrees. Calculate the shaded area. The shaded area can be calculated by subtracting the area of the triangle from the area of the half circle. By doing the maths, we should be able to arrive at this area being 36.5 cm square. Question 9a. Simplify the expression. The simplification should take us to 6a plus 4b. Question 9b. Calculate the value of 4x squared plus xy when x equals 3 and y equals minus 2. We should arrive at 30. Question 9c. Solve these equations. X over 4 being equal to 20. X comes to 80. Next, solve the equation of 3x minus 5 equals 16. By doing the math, x equals 7. Question 9c3. Solve the stated equation. In going through the working, x is 2.2. Question 9d. Make r the subject of the stated formula. By rearranging the equation, r is p over 5 divided by 3. Question 10. The scale drawing shows a rectangle ABCD. The scale is 1 centimeter, representing 20 meters. Using a straight edge and compasses only, construct the bisector of angle ADC and show all your construction arcs. Here, the bisector line must strictly sit on D and where the arc intersects. Question 10b. Shade the region inside the rectangle that is nearer to DA than to DC and less than 210 meters from C. Considering the given scale factor, we would have positioned the compass at 10.5 centimeters apart and inscribe an arc from the point C. The required shaded area is as shown in the diagram. We have come to the end of this walkthrough. Do visit our other videos if you found this beneficial.